Let me give a shout out because my fam is in the house tonight. Dr. Dennis Winkler. He says, yes, it is a lie. Now, I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate. I appreciate that for one, because my fam is in the chat room. But I also appreciate the fact and the sentiment that he says the law of attraction is a lie. Because I'm gonna tell you, I absolutely hate the idea in the school of thought about the law of attraction. Now, it was brought to me by some friends. It was brought to me by some people that I respect, I admire, I appreciate their perspective on it, and I get why they are drawn to it. But it doesn't work for me, so I had to let that go. Now, Dr. Dennis Winkler said, somewhat depending on it's a lie, somewhat depending on what you mean by it. Okay, now that's nuance there. And he says, blessings, peace, fam, peace, cuz, how you doing? Now I'm gonna digress off and on tonight because I'm like, and I'm gonna be going back and forth to different screens because I'm reading two different screens because I ain't got my software set up the way it's supposed to. I'm supposed to have this thing set up where everything that comes into the chat pops up on my screen, and none of it is on my screen. So I got to go back and check some other things, but that's neither here nor there. What's going on, everybody? Peace to everybody. Peace to all the positive people in the universe. You're listening to The Proper Perspective. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. That's the name of the game. So anyhow, what I was saying, let me go back to, I started noticing in these weird little ways. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you several examples tonight. And maybe as I build upon this scene, you will see what I'm talking about. So on one given day, I'm talking about this thing, and I know it's going to sound silly, but I'm the kind of person, I can't never really see how people look alike. And this is just an example of something that occurs, that there are other associated links supposed to be revealing. I have this conversation now that you mentioned it.
Shabazz, break it down with the proper perspective.
The proper perspective.
So much controversy and a lot of deception. You don't know who's coming through with the light and reflection, and whose mouth is mumbling trick knowledge deceptive. Shabazz, break it down with the proper perspective. So